For example, if he didn't, then he would have to resort to highway robbery, rising against the rulers, or some other kinds of disobedience to Allah. Then the permission applies to him. If one does so transgressing the limits, or continually, or out of disobedience to Allah, then the permission does not apply to him, even if he is in dire need. The same was reported from Sa'id bin Jubair. Sa'id and Muqatil bin Hayyan are reported to have said that without willful disobedience means, without believing that it is permissible. It was reported that Ibn Abbas commented on the ayah, غَيْرَ بَاغٍ وَلَا عَادٍ, saying, without willful disobedience means eating the dead animal and not continuing to do so. Qatada said, غَيْرَ بَاغٍ, without transgressing by eating from the dead animals, that is when the lawful is available. Issue: when one in dire straits finds both dead animals and foods belong to other people, which he could get without risking the loss of his hands or causing harm, then it is not allowed for him to eat the dead animals. Ibn Majah reported that Abad bin Sharabil al-Gubari said, "One year we suffered from famine. I came to Al-Madinah and entered a garden. I took some grain that I cleaned and ate, then I left some of it in my garment. The owner of the garden came, roughed me up, and took possession of my garment. I then went to Allah's Messenger ﷺ and told him what had happened. He said to the man, "Ma at'amtahu idh kana ja'i'an, aw saghiba, wala 'allamtahu idh kana jahila." فأمره فرد إليه ثوبه فأمر له بوسك من طعام أو نصف وسك. The Prophet commanded him to return Abad's garment to him and to offer him a wask, or a half-wask, of food. This has a sufficiently strong chain of narrators, and there are many other witnessing narrations to support it, such as the hadith that Amr bin Shu'aib narrated from his father that his grandfather said, Allah's Messenger ﷺ was asked about the hanging clusters of dates. He said, "Man asaba minhu min dhi hajatin bifihi ghayra muttakhidhin khubnatan, fala shay'a alayh." Muqatil bin Hayyan commented on, "Fala ithma alayhi inna Allaha ghafurun rahim." For what is eaten out of necessity. Sa'id bin Jubair said, Allah is pardoning for what has been eaten of the unlawful and merciful in that he allowed the prohibited during times of necessity. Masruq said, "Whoever is in dire need but does not eat or drink until he dies, he will enter the fire." This indicates that eating dead animals for those who are in need of it for survival is not only permissible but required.